I can't believe for 1 second that he would ever be associated with an allegation like this. And I felt it was important to bring that up because you got people out there. Stephen A., you had something to say about Diddy. Why aren't you going to have something to say about Jay Z? Well, I don't know Diddy. I've met him a few times, talked to him a few times, absolutely. But I've known Jay Z for 25 years. I don't believe it.
So it looks like Jay Z and Beyonce still have a lot of supporters in Hollywood. Stephen A. Smith just came out to speak on Jay Z's allegations, and he made it clear that he is standing 10 toes down behind the Carters, no matter what it takes. Jay Z and Beyonce have always been at the center of controversy in Hollywood, with allegations of killing other artists' careers and being handlers. There are even conspiracy theories of them allegedly unaliving people, even though nothing has been proven. Things got heated when their close friend Diddy got indicted on federal charges, but nobody could have predicted how messy things got when Jay Z got sued for SA a couple of days ago. This seemed to be the final straw because many people in the industry initially turned their backs on him, except Stephen A. Smith. Not only is Stephen standing 10 toes down behind the Carters, but he also revealed a master plan to bring down Jay Z and Beyonce once and for all. So does this mean that Jay Z is really innocent? And who exactly is trying to take them down? Let's break this down. Jay Z and Beyonce have been trending on social media the entire year, and it's mostly to do with Jay Z's bestie Diddy being exposed for being a creep. Jay Z and Diddy have been tight for years, and when you add Diddy's exposure with the rumors surrounding Jay Z for a long time, well, you kind of see the picture. After Diddy got exposed, we started hearing more and more about the Carters, and at a point it started to look like it was a sponsored hate campaign against them, because we learned some seriously shady stuff about them. For example, fans dug out old reports of them allegedly blackballing people's careers out of spite. For example, Beyonce's former bodyguard came out to expose her and Jay Z for blackballing the career of singer Carrie Hilson.
Beyonce and Jay Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are, how you step on anybody to stay on the top.
Then there's also the time that her former drummer accused her of witchcraft. According to the drummer, whose name is Kimberly Thompson, Beyonce allegedly dabbles in the occult. She spoke to the Daily Beast, and the interviewer said she claims that for some reason, B has started a campaign of harassment against her that includes extreme witchcraft, dark magic, and magic spells of sexual molestation. She also claims the Lemonade star murdered her kitten. Thompson believes Beyonce has been tapping her phones and controlling her finances. It's unclear why Thompson believes the singer is allegedly doing all this to her, but she is adamant it all stems from B. Kimberly also went live on Instagram to speak on Beyonce.
Entire time, this person was casting spells and manipulating me and controlling my job situations, my relationships, all just a very wicked tactic to just keep me down and keep me under some type of control.
However, things got to a whole new level when Diddy got exposed because some disturbing information about the Carters came out. And the more we found out about it, the worse it got. For example, there were rumors that Jay Z allegedly knew about Diddy's freak-offs for years and did nothing. Even worse, there were people like Jaguar Wright who claimed that Jay Z was worse than Diddy, and that when he got exposed, it would be a hot mess.
Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
This he been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 fucking years.
It got even more concerning when we found out something shady about Jay Z's former alleged mistress, Kathy White. Kathy was allegedly messing around with Jay Z around the time that Beyonce got pregnant with Blue Ivy. Not only that, but she mysteriously passed away around the time that Beyonce announced her pregnancy, and there are now rumors that Beyonce might have had her taken out. There are rumors that a line from Beyonce's song, Her Mother's Daughter, might be a confession to how she allegedly unalived Kathy. I'm talking about the part of the song where she said, "Your body laid out on these filthy floors, your blood bloodstains on my custom coutures. Bathroom attendant let me right in. She was a big fan. I really tried to stay cool, but your arrogance disturbed my solitude. Now I ripped your dress and you're all black and blue. Look what you made me do. Like alleged murder wasn't bad enough, there are also rumors of Jay Z also being allegedly involved in trafficking. You know, the same shady stuff that his bestie Diddy was arrested for. According to Rihanna's publicist, he was once questioned by the feds about how Jay Z allegedly used his then record label, Def Jam, as a front for allegedly moving young girls, including allegedly Rihanna. According to the publicist, one day, unmarked law enforcement cars stopped me. These intimidating individuals introduced themselves as a federal task force and they requested to speak with me, so I followed them to talk and I was in a complete state of panic. As I sat in the desolate makeshift interrogation room, the gravity of the situation became clear to me. He continued, they mentioned that they had been keeping a close watch on Jay Z since he stabbed Lance Rivera, and he was also being implicated in a incident with R. Kelly during their joint tour promoting Jay Z and R. Kelly's joint album. The officers clarified that they were investigating Jay Z for allegedly engaging in an intimate activity with underage Rihanna and transporting her across international borders. They said she wasn't the only one and there were many others. The stories about Jay Z and Beyonce kept coming out and hitting us back to back, and it was like we couldn't catch a break before more wild stories about the Carters hit us. But the breaking point came when one of Diddy's accusers named Jay Z in her lawsuit, claiming that Jay Z allegedly helped Diddy SA her in the year 2000 when she was only 13 years old. According to the updated lawsuit, defendant Sean Combs, along with his longtime friend and collaborator Sean Carter, aka Jay Z, drugged and 13-year-old girl at an after party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. Another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns SA-ing the minor. Many others were present at the after party but did nothing to stop the SA. Combs has been allowed for years to conduct himself in this manner without any consequences. He believes that he is above the law. He is not. His close friend, Sean Carter, has been with Combs during many such instances described herein. Both perpetrators must face justice. The lawsuit also said, defendant Sean Carter is a male who, on information and belief, maintains residences in both New York and Los Angeles. Defendant Carter is more commonly known by his industry name of Jay Z. Carter was identified in plaintiff's original complaint as Celebrity A. Prior to the filing of this amended complaint, Carter received a letter from plaintiff's counsel requesting a mediation to resolve this matter. It continued, upon present information and belief, Jay Z responded to said letter by not only filing an utterly frivolous lawsuit, but by also orchestrating a conspiracy of harassment, bullying, and intimidation against plaintiff's lawyers, their families, employees, and former associates in an attempt to silence plaintiff from naming Jay Z herein. This effort was meant to scare plaintiff and to discredit her counsel. That effort failed. Indeed, plaintiff chose to file this amendment as a result of the egregious conduct perpetrated by Carter. Well, Jay Z immediately defended himself in a scathing statement where he made it clear that he was going to fight the case, saying, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. So even though Jay Z is innocent, a lot of people are still very skeptical. I mean, even Diddy denied putting paws on Cassie and called her a gold digger for making her claims, but then video evidence leaked and he had no choice but to come clean. So even though Jay Z is maintaining his innocence, a lot of people are still giving him the side eye because they low-key believe that he might be guilty. But Stephen A. Smith is not one of those people because he just came out to reveal that not only does he believe that Jay Z is innocent, but he also believes that he and Beyonce are being set up as a part of a master plan to end them.
Anybody that's been around Jay Z and knows him has seen him come to the defense of the most helpless amongst us, which are the children. I can't believe for 1 second that he would ever be associated with an allegation like this. And I felt it was important to bring that up because you got people out there. Stephen A., you had something to say about Diddy. Why aren't you going to have something to say about Jay Z? Well, I don't know Diddy. I've met him a few times, talked to him a few times, absolutely. But I've known Jay Z for 25 years. I don't believe it. Now, that's as far as I can go because, again, if you can't provide eyewitness evidence to refute the allegations that have been levied against anyone, it's irresponsible to go over the airwaves and go any further than that. It is not irresponsible to point out who a friend of mine is. Somebody that I've come to know and love and don't believe for 1 second would be capable of such a thing. That's not irresponsible. That's love right there. Because of what you know about a person, based on your personal interactions with them, along with the people that have been around them. I don't believe it. And I tell you what also made me comfortable enough to come on the camera and say this to all of y'all. That quote that Jay Z gave. Put it up there again, because I want the audience to see it again. I want to read the quote to you, okay? These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Bam! What he's saying is, let's go. Let's go to court. Who is she? I got children at home. Beyonce's my wife. You think I'm gonna let you talk about me like that when I got to explain to my children, your dad is not a racist? You think that's a conversation that I want? You think I'm gonna let that slide? That's what Jay Z is saying. I have not spoken to him since these allegations have come down. Again, I was in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi. Not that the phones don't work there. I just haven't spoken to him about it. But I'm telling you what my personal belief is. First of all, I wouldn't believe that. Secondly, a 13-year-old? No. But be clear, this ain't P. Diddy. Homeland Security didn't raid Jay-Z's home. He wasn't charged with multiple felony accounts that can land him in jail for the rest of his natural life. He has been accused by a plaintiff who's hired a lawyer in pursuit of civil retribution 20 years after the fact. That's not P. Diddy. This is different.
However, fans are conflicted on this, and they left comments saying, Jay got people doing damage control. Steph don't know he's still canceled. Anyone in power has power, is capable of anything. Just like no one believed Cassie until the video came out. This is one of the few things I agree with Stephen A. Smith on. I finally agree with Stephen A. Smith, and it's a shakedown. This is a hot mess, but we're going to watch and see how it plays out. In the meantime, I want to know how you all feel about this, so drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.